The sound.
You can start with a black erhu and then end up with a white erhu. Doesn't
It's very hard to
with a lot of contours.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
Using Shall we?
Yes.
Yes. So everyone, welcome to our 9th Facebook, Instagram live. And my name is Sangwa.
I'm
And
Anson.
I'm Railing. I'm back.
You never left.
you're always behind the camera.
Yeah, you will always be BTS.
BTS.
I don't know what they do.
Okay, so we're from Eason Music, and for those of you who do not know
Don't know.
who Eason Music is, we are a company that sells traditional Chinese music instruments, and we also offer lessons, and we also do performances, and we also repair and restore your Chinese music instruments. And every Friday, 5 p.m, we'll be doing this live show, and we'll be talking about some stuff, and also we'll show you some instruments. But today we won't show you some of our products, but we will have a very nice sharing session about about what? The erhu. Yes.
Today we'll be talking all about erhu.
Yes, today is
specifically
all
what?
about erhu. Specifically, today we will share with you 8 tips and tricks that you can use on your erhu. If you are not in an orchestra, some of these tips and tricks you might not have heard before. Okay, and we'll end off the whole thing with the performance at the end. Alright, and today we have a very special guest
Yes,
with
so
us.
special. Like, I'm actually quite starstruck that we
Very
can actually
stressed.
we can actually invite this guest on today. So let's let Songwa
Yes.
to introduce this guest because I'm kind of speechless right now. I can't find my words right now.
Okay, so today our special guest is none other than how do I address him? Mr. Neo. Okay, I usually call him by his name Yong Sun, and his English name is called Wilson, and you call him by
老师。
师
and you
老师
as well.
Yeah, so our guest
Yes.
today is a very is none other than Mr. Wilson Neo, all the way from Singapore Chinese Orchestra, a Zhonghu musician. Let's welcome.
Bye.
Yeah,
So Mr. Neo here
Hello.
is actually a Singapore Chinese Orchestra Zhonghu musician, and he's also a conductor of various schools. So
and also Chengshan Chinese Orchestra.
so very happy to have you here with us
Happy to be
today.
here. Hello everyone.
Yes. So today we'll be talking about erhu tips and tricks. But before that, we just had an announcement on at 4 o'clock today, and the main thing is the government has announced that we will all businesses, non-essential businesses, which I suppose is us.
We're quite essential. yeah, but not life-saving essential.
We'll be closed next Tuesday onwards.
What
And,
date is that?
Tuesday
7th.
7th, is it?
Today is the third.
Yeah, the 7th, and I think we'll be closed for maybe a month or until the end of the month.
Yeah, so do pay attention to our social media.
Yeah, so which
for
means
any,
that
official announcement.
yeah, which means that this will be our last Facebook Live, at least for this month.
yes,
and
for
Instagram
this
Live.
period.
Yes. So yeah, like what Anson has said, please take note about. I mean, please follow our social media to know the latest happenings, and to know when we'll be coming back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Others.
Okay. Alright, so today we'll be sharing tips and tricks of the erhu, and Yong Sun here is a very good erhu player, and he has a lot of tips and tricks to share. Just now when I was talking to him, during a meeting before this, and I was like, wow, I didn't know about this. So viewers, you're in for a treat. You will be taking away a lot of knowledge today. Alright?
Yeah, and I just want to say that I choose not to listen in on the meetings because I really want to be surprised as well. So take me as the general public who doesn't play erhu, and my reactions will be very, very genuine as well.
Alright, so here's 8 erhu tips and tricks.
Tip number 1.
Number 1. So how do you prevent sticky strings when you keep your erhu? When you have your erhu, then there's rosin on your erhu bowl, and when you keep it, the rosin powder will touch the strings, and when you pull it out, the strings will be sticky. So what do? you know, so what do you do to?
We need a sample of the instrument.
Yeah.
I will go
Okay.
and get it.
So the common problem that we have, right, is normally when we keep our erhu. So the rosin will be on the strings. So after that, when you try to play the erhu again, when you take out the bow, the rosin will be on the strings. So it tend to be sticky. So there are a lot of various ways actually to either remove the rosin or maybe prevent the rosin from landing.
Touching strings.
Yeah,
So
touching
when
the
you
strings,
say the strings are sticky, it means like it's already white, like covered in rosin, already, or it's like not visible. So
it's not visible, but you can feel it.
Oh,
It'll
the
be-
players will be like-
players will be quite
Irritated by it, annoyed by it.
Yes,
I
because-
cannot stand it when you cannot
because
slide.
we need to like slide here, slide there.
Yeah,
Actually,
the
just
slides.
take another any erhu.
Okay.
Yeah. So wow, flying cloth. Okay, so this is the typical way of actually keeping the erhu lah for most player. Or the problem is if you keep it like this, it's actually easy to take out and play. But because the rosin will be all over the place, so normally what some people do, they will just get one cloth. So you can just buy any cloth that is like normally the cloth to clean the cars. Yeah, so am I wrong? 就是擦车布，擦车
oh,
布。
those
I thought
that
the
doesn't really
tablecloth.
have like
Yeah, like this one, 太多毛了 is actually
Too much hair.
Yeah, too much hair. So
Yeah.
okay, so
Yeah.
you just cover the parts that normally your fingers,
Fingers,
will be resting on.
Mm.
Then you just keep like that. Okay, so for me, right, I do a very orthodox way lah. So for me, right, every time I play the erhu, right, I will always clean my fingering part. So I'm okay with the rosin landing on the fingerboard side. So but the problem is, right, when you keep it like this, okay, the rosin might also land on the wood. On above lah. So what I do, right, I normally don't protect the string. I just protect the head. So this is what I will do. I'll just put the cloth on the head itself here and just cover it. Yeah, because
okay.
normally you will clean this part, but you won't clean this part. This part you won't clean that. You won't clean at all. So
Okay,
this is to like protect and there are various ways lah. So it depends on how you do it. I got see some of my students including
Your colleagues?
colleagues, yes, they have like I see a lot of ways lah, but
Okay.
no matter what way it is, it's just to like you just make sure that
There's a barrier.
like if you often clean your erhu at the top here, right? So
Uh-huh.
you don't need to protect here. So
Oh,
if
very
you yeah,
interesting.
so it depends on where you always like which part of the body of the erhu that you like to protect. So you just cover that part. Or it's a very good practice to always clean up your erhu before you keep it. Yeah, it's always yeah.
Alright, so I have actually another method which I can't
Yeah.
remember who taught me. Okay, you can actually take a piece of paper, A4 size paper, and you fold it in half, and just fold it this way again,
So half, and then
and the other side. So
so you make it into like
纸飞机
so it's like this now, you know. cross
M.
things
You
like
make
that.
an M.
Yeah.
something like
Then
that.
you can
Okay,
actually put
in
it in between. Yeah. So
Magic.
yeah, so in this way actually protects the strings.
But the paper can reuse or not? It's
Yes,
like
can
a
be
one-time
reused.
thing.
It can be reused.
Until crumpled.
This is also one of the way that I learned before.
Oh!
Yeah, this is also one of the ways.
Yeah, one of the old ways.
This is one of the, I won't say always, I will say the traditional way.
Oh, wait, that's a good way.
Yes.
Okay, alright.
Now, have you learned this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to learn this up.
Well, I don't play Erhu and I really think it's very helpful, really.
Alright. So second, what is
number
this?
two.
Tip number two. How do you prevent the snake skin from drying? Okay, in Singapore we actually have a very humid climate, so our snake skin does not get dry so often. But actually, if you put it aside, if you don't use it for very long, you'll get the snake skin will dry out also. But in other countries, dry climates, the snake skin does get dry. So regarding this problem, what do you usually do to
Okay, normally for northern China, that means Beijing and above, right?
Like when it's drier.
Yeah,
and
it is
colder,
very, very dry. So normally the snake skin will tends to crack. So it is always when I study in Beijing, okay, my snake skin I have to use olive oil to to apply on it so that to make sure it's moist, or else it get dry very easily. But in Singapore, it's another total different place because here is very humid. So actually we no need to apply anything on the snake skin. Actually, if you apply a lot of oil on the snake skin, right, the snake skin actually will like, I don't know how to say
Sag
it.
a bit, is it?
就好像塌下来这样
Oh,
子。
very heavy.
Yeah,
like
it will become
will
task,
sag a
yeah.
little.
So your 二胡 sound will sound a bit
Muffled.
yes, correct, muffled, 闷
Mm.
or something like that. Yeah. So, but if your 二胡 is like on the peak of like drying, in which I don't know, maybe you live in a very dry area
Canada.
where there's a dehumidifier there, run at 24/7, so that it keep on sucking all the water away.
I think the human dry first before the snakes.
Yeah, yeah. So unless there's a situation that really involves that you really need to use oil, I guess that olive oil is a bit overkill. Actually, you can use like actually our fingers have oil lah, but now due to the COVID situation, right, everybody should be like
Yeah, you
Hell
should be
no.
sanitizing your hand.
yeah.
and
So all the oil has
alcohol.
gone already. But normally right, the oil you can just
Use the
massage.
hand and
massage
the skin.
the oil will actually go in.
And I heard one of the instructors told me what they did is they use their face oil,
Yeah.
facial
Oh.
oil, touch your nose. You know your nose usually has a lot of oil. Then you go and wipe down the snake skin.
When you don't use olive oil, you can use human oil.
Yeah.
Don't put it that way. But
Yes.
but we do have a YouTube
Yes.
tutorial.
We have a YouTube video, EMTV, that teaches you how to use not facial oil but olive oil. Okay, to moisturize your stick skin. So if you're interested, we'll put the link below. All right. Yes. So that's number 2. So tip number 3. Okay. Just now we're saying that the strings, when you keep the bowl, the strings get very sticky, right? That's we talk about how to prevent. Okay, so when you have sticky strings and you're in the middle of performance, or when you're going to a performance, or what do you do to make the strings less sticky? What do you do?
For me, I use my facial oil. That is the nose part lah. Okay. Then actually there are a lot of ways lah. Because there's oil all around, at the back of your ear. Then just put a bit. Then you just to make it like you. Because actually water, for those who play the 二胡 should know, right? 二胡water actually doesn't really remove the rosin from the
Wait,
strings.
did
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
actually use what water to?
Sometimes you are like, when you go and wash your hand, then
No, even okay lah. Because I also apply rosin on new bowls sometimes. Even washing with hand like water, it's still quite sticky.
Yeah,
also,
I used to.
Yeah, correct. That's what I mean.
Oh.
So water
You
don't really
shouldn't
clean
use-
out.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
really
okay,
don't
sorry.
really clean out the rosin. So you need like oil base.
Yes. Like
Lotion.
I also learned from my instructor when I was very young to just
How long
touch
ago
your
was
face.
that?
Okay, 5 years ago.
Oh, so
No,
young.
it's just last year. Yeah, so you use a facial, you just touch, and you can do it like innocuously, yeah, so that people will not know
very itchy.
that's what you're doing. So when you look at concerts, when you watch concerts and you see the performance touching their face, you know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's very common. You can actually see this.
So what if like Yangtze people do that?
Why do you need to remove the rosin?
You forgot to share another method how to clean sticky strings. Yes,
Yeah,
right.
sticky string.
What's this?
Fast threads.
What does it? How do you use it?
It's actually an oil base. Can see?
Yeah.
The phones.
It's actually an oil based product that you use to wipe it on your strings. On yours.
It's just
Yeah,
It's oil
Like
based.
that. It doesn't leak, so you just put it on.
L-E-A-K doesn't leak.
Yeah. Then there will be a lot of excess. Wait. Then you use like a cloth.
Yeah,
to
so
clean
inside
it.
this tube, there's the rub itself and
And the
then
cloth.
piece of cloth. So every time you, so after you apply the oil, you use the cloth to rub off any excess oil.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
is the more hygienic way of
Yeah,
Making
my
the
god.
strings,
I mean, you play the string, they touch your face.
True.
And also, can I add on?
Yes.
So, people always ask me that how come after every practice, the strings start to rust, and once the strings start to rust, right, you will break. So actually, the logical answer will be, what created rust is water and air. So if you cannot prevent air. So the only thing you can prevent is water.
So what?
So you have to always clean your 二胡 dry first before you.
Or it's like wipe it down.
Yeah.
first.
So
then
then
if your hand sweaty, then like.
then also
Wipe
the
it
same
up.
you still have
So
to
every time you have a cloth ready, like.
always have a cloth ready for 二胡 and
So-
keep it with you. So every time you finish, you just clean the strings part lah. The 二胡 part actually also clean a bit. Then I just keep it. Yeah, so to prevent the strings from rusting. Some strings are actually very expensive. So yeah.
How much? How expensive can the string get? 二胡
25, oh, 30,
35.
35.
domestic.
Those
yeah,
those
the new
very that means those made in Germany, Austria is 20 plus and above lah.
Domestic available in our store right now.
Yes, and these strings are actually fantastic. Are very good, really very good.
Endorsed by Mr. Neo.
I myself use the Pilastro Red Dragon for 10 plus years already. Yeah.
Yes, okay, very good. That's number 3. And number 4, what's tip number 4? Okay, how to remove the rosin built up on the erhu. You know, when you play the erhu, then all the rosin powder flies up and rests and it settles on your erhu. And if you don't clean it immediately, it will build up. Okay, so what do you do to remove it?
Yeah, we have an example.
We have an example of a
Is this what
very-
you meant by like?
No, this is like
This is actually
Freshly-
I tell you what, use my erhu is
Yeah.
easier.
Maestro's
I also
erhu.
go and take.
Okay, go.
Okay, so just to let the audience know, by right, you should always clean your erhu after every practice.
Yes.
After
Okay.
every practice.
After every practice, or else the rosin will start to accumulate. Then you will just
You'll
then
harden
you realize that it's very hair the cloth. Yeah, you realize that some of the parts becomes very hard to clean. Something like that. It's actually, you see, it won't fall off.
Oh.
Yeah, it start to gather and it won't fall off.
like
So you
for-
see, I
Can
very
you show?
yeah. So it's like that. You can't.
There's
go
still
off.
like what marks. Oh, it's very sticky also.
Yeah, so basically I'm a very lazy person now, you can see. So what I do, right, if it doesn't fall off, right, I will normally use a coin. Okay, like a 10 cent or 20 cent coin.
Any currency?
Yeah. But you don't go aggressive on it. So you just
scrape.
slightly scrub a bit, okay? So it will just fall out. Something like that, yeah.
Yes. I didn't know about this, you know.
Yeah. You
But
just-
we won't damage the wood.
you don't go too aggressive. Of course, you go too aggressive, it will damage the
You
wood.
don't
lah.
scrape it too
Yeah,
hard.
and this one is only like, this is something like LASIK. So your eyes need to be a certain of degree that you can do the LASIK. So if your coating is not very hard, do not use this method. You just use a cloth and just vigorously
Wipe,
rub.
wipe, wipe.
Yeah, okay, but if it
You have
won't
to go
come
along
out,
the wood grain or doesn't
actually no
really
need.
matter.
You just make sure that it's always on the surface. Not on the, as in always 飘在天空那一种. Don't
Oh,
really
like
go.
don't dig in lah.
Yeah, don't dig in.
lah,
Yeah.
but like on
Okay, you
top.
see, now I scrub most of the part already, right? Then you just get a cloth, then just wipe it. Then
Oh.
most of that is actually fall
yes,
off.
yes.
So most of the common part that is very persistent is this part.
Oh, because that's where the bowl
this
will
that's
touch.
that's where most of the people will like neglect. Okay, you see that there's a very heavy coating here. Okay, so I just
Oh wow.
a little bit.
Okay, but one quick question.
Yes.
Does it matter if the rosin is there?
Yeah, does it affect the sound or like your playing? Does it drag your bowl or something?
Okay. It is always good to have a clean erhu.
Right.
But actually, for my experience, right, as long as the rosin doesn't land on your strings, it should not
So you
affect
can
the sound.
you
at
can
all.
start with a black erhu and then end up with a white erhu. Doesn't matter.
It's very hard
Oh, with a
to.
lot of contours. You know.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I remember a customer brought in the erhu before. It's like white.
Okay, as in if the rosin go all the way to your fingering board, it's very hard for you to move around lah. So yeah, it's always good to have a clean erhu lah. And just advice to everybody, this part should be always clean. Okay, should be always clean because
Because people see it.
because you won't clean it because you are looking at this side instead of
Oh.
this side. But the audience look at this side.
So it's some visuals. of
Yeah, so you won't be
situation,
looking here. So if you turn around, you see it's a bit dirty because I always look here. I don't look here. But to the audience side, audience always look to this place.
Yeah, pro tip from a
Yeah, okay.
professional performer.
Just in case, just to let. Yeah.
Yeah. So if another way you can do it is you can take thinner and just dab a little.
the one that you use to clean like paint.
Yeah, but not very aggressive, or else the paint
Yeah,
will drop
yeah.
off.
The paint
You
of the
don't
wood.
drop it on the wood.
Yeah.
Don't drop it
Put
on the wood.
I
Yeah,
mean,
don't like
don't put the
pour it
thinner
on
on
the
the
wood.
wood.
Yeah,
put
dab-
the thinner
dab
on
on the
the cloth first, then you wipe.
Yeah, and don't go easy with the thinner.
Yeah, use it sparingly.
And got one material 以前那个什么洗 tape 的那个 solution. Only older generation know those cassette tape. There's always a cleaner thing.
The VHS.
VHS.
tape.
Okay.
Yeah, not my
alright.
But I don't think you can find that material anymore.
Thinner,
okay.
thinner is good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
you just have to bear with the smell.
Alright.
Tip
so
number
Alright.
let's continue. Yes, tip
Alright.
number 5. Okay. I have a tip for you. A quick fix for the qianjing. Okay, because the qianjing, if
What's a qianjing?
the
For those who doesn't know.
this is a qianjing, and if you have been playing the erhu for a long time, and if you have not changed the qianjing, it will get worn out here. And some of the problems with the worn out qianjing is you know, when you play, you pull and you push, it gets the pull and push, the pitch is different, and also when you play, it's very difficult to what? Keep in tune.
Keep in tune, yeah. You will get
Like
out of
when
tune.
you pull and push.
It's like the qianjing is actually act as a finger that's pressing it permanently. Yeah, it's something like that. So if the finger is not stable, so it will just
Imagine that finger is wobbly. Okay.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so this is my trick. Can I get one of the I don't want to like spoil it.
Which one? You want your
Any
usual-
will do.
Your usual.
any-
Okay. So what I do here is, you know, I will put my hand here. I will just twist the qianjing.
Also,
So
you
you twist a
move
bit.
the worn out part to the side.
Yeah,
like
move
that.
the worn out part to the side exactly. So
Oh.
yeah, so this is a quick fix. You know, sometimes.
But
you
Best
do
is
not-
still to change the entire thing, right?
Yeah, of course you have to change.
We are saying about emergency cases.
Yes, yes, and you have some tips for us.
That is only for emergency, guys. Only for
Like
emergency.
before you go on stage, I said, oh no!
I have once have a situation around a couple years ago, SYF. So I think she's inside. I think she's inside or something.
Oh.
Okay, I was helping some schools, right. I cannot tell her I cannot say the school, right.
Yeah, cannot.
I cannot say. Okay, never mind. So it's like some of the players, right, the string was broke immediately, but we didn't bring any changing with us. So actually a very quick replacement, right, you can use shoelace, but that is very
You use the student's shoelace.
at that point of time I forgot which shoelace I used already. It was so urgent because if for those who are in SYF, right, we are already in the tuning room. So if we are
Also like backstage before you
yeah,
go
then
on
tuning
stage.
room means that after tuning room you go on stage and you perform already. So at that point the tuning part it broke. The changing broke. So there is absolutely no time to go anywhere to go and find any changing. Actually the fastest way is to get another erhu, in which we don't have. So we use the shoelace and just tie.
You take
Yeah.
the shoelace out of the shoe. And
Yeah, that one is for very, very, very
Then how
urgent
the
cases.
student
Does it
go on
work?
stage?
Huh? It works. It works.
Sounds-
Yeah, I still can tune. I still tune and just go on stage.
Is that the only time that you use the shoelace?
I still got use a couple of times in very emergency cases lah. Yeah, still got sometimes. Yeah. But
Okay.
it's just a replacement lah. Very urgent, but just use the
Yeah, but
the
so
normal
practice
one.
good habit of checking your changing whether it's
Yes,
just like
yes,
driving
yes.
lah, like check whether
Yeah,
the tire
change.
pressure is correct.
I mean after that
calibrated.
incident, right, I will make sure that the changing is okay before we go for and on stage or SYF lah. So my students, I will make sure that their changing is good.
We have a YouTube link, right, on how to change the changing
Yes,
yes,
itself.
we do.
Yeah, so to check out our channel for all these tips and tricks as
Very
well.
easy to learn.
Yeah, I learned it through editing the video.
All right. Okay. Let's carry on. So the sixth tip that we have for you today is how to release the pressure on the snake skin. You know, when you tie, when you tune it to the correct pitch, actually there's a lot of pressure on the snake skin. Okay. So how do you release or reduce the pressure? Because there's one way, the easiest way, of course, not the easiest way. The most obvious way would, of course, to remove the bridge. But you don't want to remove the bridge and in and out. You might spoil the snake skin. You know, when you pull it out, you might accidentally peel one of the scales, or you know,
Ooh.
sometimes your bridge is at a good position. It has a good
Like
sound.
very optimal
Yes.
position. You don't want to touch your bridge.
You don't
right?
touch it, you know, to disrupt the equilibrium. So what do you do to release the pressure on the snake skin? Okay.
So mine is a bit of like the same theory as the pencil, right? But I do some modification on it lah. So you just I put some 胶布 on the side so that
What's
the
胶
whole-
布?
The tape.
胶布 is the tape. So
Okay.
Oh,
so basically so the whole thing will becomes like
Very spongy, like
it-
taller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
lifts it up.
taller and lift up. So when you like put it in, all the 压力, all the pressure, right, will be on the side of the 二胡 instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it becomes on the side. It's not landing on the bridge
So you
anymore.
distribute the weight out onto the tape.
Okay,
itself.
for advice, right, only use this, okay, only use this when your 二胡 is already seasoned. That means if your 二胡 is a new 二胡, I don't recommend you use this because
Or let it continue to
yeah, it should be the string should be always pressing on the
snake skin.
snake
To
skin
stretch it.
until the 二胡 becomes seasoned, which is like for normal 二胡is around half a year of constant
okay.
practicing. Okay, so only use this when like you're going to like neglect it for like 1 year, 2 year. That
Why
means
would you do that?
I got a lot of 二胡.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, if you are going to like don't need to play the 二胡 for a long time, right? It is also advisable to loosen the string. Yeah, so that you won't have so much pressure on the snake skin alone. Yeah, because the 二胡 actually most of the 音色, the tone color came out from this skin lah. Yeah, so it's always good to protect the skin. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, if you are just using a pencil, the pencil is a bit too thin, so
Yeah,
you need to find
you can
ways
modify
to-
it lah, until like that.
Yeah, either you can
Because
do
it's
this,
very old.
yeah, or you just wrap it with the masking tape in the center until it's thick enough and you can put it thick enough to put it
It
here,
depends.
to relieve the pressure. So if you just put it like that,
So you can
so-
either put on top or right like near the middle. Like
You
that.
should go actually to nearer to the bridge.
to the bridge,
Yeah. Okay. And how long is this, right? You can just use your you can use your 二胡 and just measure lah, so that make sure that it's something like that.
Longer than it.
Yeah, longer so that it will rest on the side instead of resting on the bridge.
So find a pencil that you use for very long.
You have to keep trying because it depends
can-
on your bridge.
You can chuck it.
Yeah, the pencil confirm have to mod a bit lah. You have to modify it. Yeah. You can,
We're gonna be stuck indoors for a while, so might as well.
yeah. Correct.
Tip number 7. Okay, tip number 7 is some of us will have this problem, when you play the 二胡, the 二胡will move about. Usually when you play very aggressive pieces, you want the 二胡to stay put. Okay, so what do you do to reduce the slipperiness?
Wear jeans. Okay. But most of the time when we go on stage, right, we are supposed to wear pants. So
Aren't we supposed to wear pants?
so it will get slippery. Okay.
Oh, those kind. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
understand.
Jeans because
So
jeans.
so what I do, right, I just buy. This is from Arts Fan. Okay, I don't know whether you can see it. So it's something like polyester.
It's a
see
foam.
it? It's a foam. Yeah. So you just buy one and just accordingly you just
Cut it.
What did you
to
cut?
the
Just cut.
shape.
Oh yeah, the screw.
Okay, why do I cut a hole here? If I just paste the whole thing like that, right, it also becomes slippery.
Oh.
Slippery. So you just have a. I don't know how to 跟你 explain 那个原理.
I understood.
Yeah. So it just it won't slip because there's a hole here. And also because there's a screw here. So in any cases, if you like need to do some adjustment, all of you should know the purpose of the screw, right?
No.
Huh? Is to secure the 琴托 to
Oh,
the
that.
琴号.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I don't
it
function.
might get loose sometimes because the tension is very tight. So sometimes it might get loose.
And
so
when you play this vibration also.
you will find there's a kiko sound here.
Kiko.
Yeah. So you need to like tighten it lah. So if I block
So
everything,
very cute
it's
sound to me.
impossible for me to tighten it sometimes. But mostly you won't get this problem. But I occasionally have some students come to me. 老师, how come like that? Like kiko like that. Yeah.
They
so
mistreat their instrument lah.
so it's like maybe it just fall off or maybe I also don't know what. Maybe 不小心掉了.
They drop the
Yeah, maybe they drop the instrument.
So
Yeah,
please
so
take
it
good care of it.
give way. So you just have to screw it back. Yeah, but not too aggressive. You must remember everything cannot be too aggressive. So
Yeah, like-
you will spoil it. Yeah.
Buying things also cannot too aggressive.
Yes, correct. Yeah, also don't buy things too aggressive. Yeah.
So really, have any other tips to share?
Yeah, have you
Yeah.
learned a lot
How to
today?
keep, what do you usually do to keep your 二胡from slipping?
Sleeping. I use the same thing.
You use the same thing? Well, for me, I use a non-slip pad. You can
Like you
actually
put
get
in
this-
cars, like car panel, those
Yeah,
kind.
this is
Tissue
actually
box.
I actually got this from Daiso.
Yeah, mine.
Oh, Daiso
because
has a
yeah.
lot of this.
Yeah. Actually, this thing, right, it does not only for 二胡. I got see people like
中
中
阮.
阮.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of instruments
I
also
have
have
it
used
too.
this anti-slip thing. So yeah. Yeah.
You can buy the one that has dots also.
Dots?
Like it has a
一个
bit
洞
of-
一个洞一个洞的.
Yeah, it has-
Put on
it has
the
a
put on
bit
the
of-
car one.
of
Everything you can find at the car section.
Yeah, the car section is
This car section is good for instruments.
Yes.
Pro tip from Anderson.
Can find
Right.
cleaner.
Then,
Oh.
but some instrument they also come with the.
Yeah. And
There's
wait,
this
wait,
a very special one from.
If you have
Italy.
trypophobia, look away now.
Can you see the grooves?
Like
on-
let's put all the way to the.
Man-made.
There are like holes and grooves.
Okay, you can see the grooves. These are like carved by Yu Kai Ming himself.
Himself.
I think so. I don't
okay,
know.
like, it's actually
Okay,
one,
you
one
touch
of-
it and can you like describe the texture, how it feels
It's
like?
actually one of his workers lah. So so this is a Mingqing Erhu by Yu Kai Ming, and
Who's missing?
and one of his craftsmen, actually
Oh.
carved this I don't know how do you describe this grooves on it so that it
Very
doesn't move,
jagged.
okay? It actually takes a lot of effort according to him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure a lot of people appreciate
It's very.
this.
I
it's
cannot.
Very,
I honestly cannot appreciate it.
It's
I
very
appreciate
neat.
I
It's
think
very
Richie
neat.
would. I think Richie disturbs me with that thing all the time.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if you
fix
buy
it
this kind of
whenever.
Erhu, no worries about sleeping. Okay, step number 8. Yes, is this thing one of my teachers shared with me. Also, I'm not sure what it does, but at the time she asked me to put, and I put, which is
好乖的学生。
Very
a tape.
obedient.
Yeah.
Very obedient.
And this- yeah. Yes. So I'll let Yong Sun tell you more about this.
Okay,
wine.
this is this thing right. Like what Songhua say right. I also have dilemma when my teacher also plays this on me, on the Erhu
You
not on
never
me.
question. You never question him.
So I never knew actually what happened until I myself become
A teacher.
I won't say a teacher. When I try to apply it on my own, then I realized during one of my stay in one of the orchestra, I realized one of the players they didn't put the 胶布 on it, so it eventually just wore all the way. 磨怎么讲？
Rub.
Yeah,
Friction.
it worn out.
Oh, you wear it
Yeah,
out.
you wear it out. Then it go all the way down to the snake skin. So in the end, the snake skin damage, it will become damaged. So yeah, so basically this tape here is actually to prevent it, to
Oh.
make sure of constant playing lah. And also after that, I also realized that some of the parts right actually can be replaced, but this white color part is actually very very hard to replace.
Yeah,
This very thin layer here. So the tape is also to protect this very thin layer of the white. I also don't know what to say. This one is plastic or something like that.
Yeah, it's a plastic.
Yeah, also to protect this, and also when you play right,
It's attached onto the snake skin itself.
it's in the middle. It's in the middle.
It's in between the wood and the
Sandwich is-
snake.
Yeah, you have to hammer it in one. You have to hammer in this
Stop.
part. Okay.
Hammer time.
So and also right, the Erhu, if you play a lot, you also realize that this bamboo part of the bow always rub against this part a lot. So if you don't protect this part, it will also went out eventually. Yeah, so it's okay to. It's always good to have this tape around here. And if you are a very hardcore player, right, it should worn out. This tape will worn out around 2 to 3 months. Then you just have to replace it because replacing the tape is very cheap.
We just
Instead of replace the whole thing.
And it's much easier to replace the tape than replace whatever's beneath here.
Yeah, correct. The I don't know, is it ivory or turtle shell?
Ivory shouldn't
I think
be
it looks like
legal
just
already.
plastic,
Yeah, it's plastic.
Yeah.
Some of them becomes like 不会 they told me about indestructible one, but I still gonna destroy by me. So so I still
So very hardcore
so I just
lah.
use the
Yeah.
I just use the tape lah.
So actually, I find that if you put the tape here, when I play or when you play, it actually gives you more control when you're bowing slow passages. So
it's sort of like-
I have a
cool.
very weird thinking about it. I thought it was to absorb the sound
absorb the
of
sound.
the bowl
Does it?
hitting.
Okay,
because when you put that shh.
Okay, demonstration. What she meant. This is if you hit directly to the wood.
Yeah,
Okay, but if you hit on the tape,
it
Because I-
absorbs the sound.
yeah, the sounds will actually be absorbed. But actually, by right, you shouldn't. Unless it's written.
Yeah, you shouldn't
must
be
keep-
keeping there.
This is called 打工 lah, unless it's been written. Or else you shouldn't have all this lah.
Okay, so for those of you who want to try this, you need to get tape that is wide enough, okay, to cover
Wide enough.
cover this this part here. Okay, it cannot be too
Thin.
thin
Like the
because
Guzheng tape, right?
Please don't use the Guzheng
yeah,
tape.
Guzheng tape is too thin, and when you play, it will just get peel off.
Some people use the Handy Plus. Don't use that, please. Yeah, some people use Handy Plus. Please don't use Handy Plus. Yeah.
Okay.
So that wraps up all 8 tips.
Yes, wrapped up all 8 tips that we have for you today, and we
First of all, I
As
have to
usual.
thank Mr. Nyong
now
for sharing all these tips. As we
Okay,
go
thank
through.
you.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
for
me
sharing.
here. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I really learned a lot today also. Yeah.
Thank you.
I think I'll apply some of the tips that you shared. The scraping of the
Not aggressive. Don't go aggressive.
or I can use foul.
Or foul is too overkill. Or sandpaper is overkill. Okay.
Okay, so for our last segment here will be our performance. Yes, and today we're glad that Yong Sun is here with us today, and he will be playing the erhu together with us. And Zhonghu,
Yeah,
yes, because he is the
I'm the Zhonghu musician.
musician in SEO. So today we will have a music and song performance. Okay, and Bi Yu, who has been behind the scenes all the while, will come. Will come and sit here. You know, she'll sing a song for us. Okay.
So this is 慢慢喜欢你by Mo Wenwei.
thank you for watching. Okay, so that is the end
And
of our Facebook and Instagram live. And if you have any comments, please do leave the comments at the comment section below. And again, we are from Eason Music, and my name is Sanghua, and this is
I'm Manson.
and
I'm Rui Ling.
And we have to give a another big thanks to our special guest today, all the way from SEO, Mr. Wilson Yo.
Guys, stay home, stay safe.
Yes, so don't forget this is our last episode
for this one.
Yes.
Yeah, for this period of time, so do stay safe, do stay healthy. If you want more entertainment, you can visit our YouTube channel or just visit our Facebook and Instagram for more entertaining videos like this one.
Like and
Yes.
subscribe.
And comment.
Alright, and
See you
I'll see
again.
you next
Pay
time.
attention to our social media.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.